Assalamu alaikum. Hello, grade 7. How are you? So, I'm recording the summary of the last session for those who were not able to join the session. Here, first of all, we resolved the homework. The question was compare the composition of oxygen and carbon dioxide in air entering and leaving the lungs of a rabbit. So here we have the table in document B. We need to compare the composition of oxygen in air entering and air leaving the lungs of a rabbit. So when we compare, first of all, we need to finish a gas, then we will start with the other one. So we will finish the comparison of oxygen in air entering and leaving, then we will start with carbon dioxide. As we said, how do we compare? We need to use our comparative term, which amount is greater, which amount is smaller. We need to mention the values and the unit. So let's start. We will say the composition of oxygen in air entering the lungs of a rabbit is 21 milliliter, which is greater than that in air leaving the lungs of a rabbit, which is 16.2 milliliter. So I mentioned the both values and I compared between them using my comparative terms like greater than. However, or on the other hand, as I told you, we need to use connectors. The composition of carbon dioxide in air entering the lungs of a rabbit is 0.03 milliliter, which is less, we are comparing, which is less than that in air leaving the lungs of a rabbit, which is 4.3 milliliter. See, so I mentioned both values and I compared between them. So here is the answer. The composition of oxygen gas in air entering the lungs of a rabbit is 21 milliliter, which is greater than that in air leaving the lungs, which is 16.2 milliliter. On the other hand, the composition of carbon dioxide gas in air entering the lungs is 0.03 milliliter, which is less than that in air leaving the lungs. So I use the comparative terms like more than or less than. After that, we observed the pictures and we discovered the meaning of pulmonary respiration. We said that pulmonary respiration, it means that when gaseous exchange takes place in the lungs. And we said that frogs, they use their lungs only outside water because inside water they use their skin. In our lesson of today, you just have to focus on pulmonary respiration. So you don't have to study the cutaneous respiration, only pulmonary respiration. So pulmonary respiration, it's when gas exchange takes place in lungs, like humans, rabbits, frogs, mammals. Frogs طبعا for sure outside water, and mammals in general. After that, we followed the steps of pulmonary respiration in humans and some land animals. We said that cells, they are like factory. Our cells like factory مثل المصنع. They need oxygen. Why? To build and manufacture important products. يعني هن بيصنعوا منتجات, they are important for our body. But like the factory, they produce wastes. They are harmful for our body, like carbon dioxide. So that's why gas exchange between oxygen and carbon dioxide takes place in pulmonary alveolus. Pulmonary means lungs. Alveolus, it means the small sacs, here as you can see from the picture. So in the lungs, at the end of each bronchiole, here is the bronchi, it will be divided and make small branches of bronchiole. At the end of each bronchiole, we will have small, thin sacs. We call them pulmonary alveolus. So by inhalation, when we inhale air, oxygen gas reaches pulmonary alveolus in the lungs. And we said that pulmonary alveolus, pulmonary alveoli, they are generous. They will not keep the oxygen for themselves. No, they will give it to the blood. So the oxygen will diffuse from pulmonary alveolus to the blood, and the blood is the delivery. It will carry the oxygen to the factory. Do you remember? Which is the cell. The cell will manufacture the products. يعني they will use the oxygen to build their products. As we said, this factory will make wastes. An example of these wastes is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide will not remain in the cells. It's harmful. So who will carry now the carbon dioxide from cells to the pulmonary alveoli? Yes, the delivery again, the blood. So carbon dioxide will diffuse, go from cells to blood, and from blood directly to pulmonary alveolus. And by exhalation, we will get rid of carbon dioxide. So here, as you can see, we have those air sacs. They expand with oxygen. They give the oxygen to blood, and from blood to the cells, and they release carbon dioxide.